everybody. I'm just gonna talk about it's not like, I guess this will be a review of Berserk, the first season, the whole episode. Well, the thing is, I'm not gonna talk like in each one. This will be a very long video if I did each episode. I'm just gonna talk about moments I liked. The first moment when it's just an epilogue episode. It's just he's already there. He is Guts. Is the Black Swordsman. He has the big Dragon Slayer. I think that's the name of the sword. It's huge. No pun intended, okay? Don't be like, that's what she said. No, but it's crazy. Because what happened is, if on this, in the new one, they're doing like, I guess like homage because they have another kid and they're trying to beat up, and this one is a girl they're doing it. And the thing is, they're playing with her and the dad's right there and they're messing with her and like, draw, you spilled it, now you have to lick it. And she's licking the table and they're making her do it like a dog, bastards. Next thing you know, he kills everybody. He takes out his arm that's already, oh, like, wow. No, but the thing is, what I like on this, they show, it goes from there, and then it does a whole backstory. The whole series, that's what all it is a backstory. He meets Griffith, Casca, Karska, Pippin, Judo, Riddick, and I can't remember, that's pretty much it. And it was crazy because when they first met Griffith and Guts, they fight, and Griffith is like beating him easily, and Guts is like, what the hell? Because Guts was like a mercenary for hire. He was like fighting different battles, and these ones were like the Band of the Hawks. So they keep fighting and fighting, and then finally they join, and they go to Midland, and they finally there, and then next thing you know, they're winning a ton of battles. Those are the things I like. They're winning and winning, and then Griffith. The thing is, Casca likes Griffith. It's weird because what's name was getting sick, and she got mad and all that. It's weird, this whole thing. And then years pass by. Next thing you know, they're fighting more battles, and then the king of Midland needs help. Next thing you know, they're fighting for them, and then they get more popular and popular, that they're finally like, he's a count now, and the brother of the king does not like that. He's mad, and then Charlotte, the king's daughter, who likes Griffith. I'm like, hello. She likes Griffith, it's obvious. But the next thing, they're trying to kill Griffith, and when they're trying to kill him, I'm like, oh shoot. Well, basically, it's like a recap, but anyway, that's what I like. And next thing you know, this is what I like, because Griffith has, from the beginning, I'm like, that shit is evil. He has a necklace that has a lip, eye, left, not in the same order, different sides of the pendant. It's all red, and it's like, oh, I'm like, yep, that is an evil spirit. But he's like, yeah, someone told me it will help me. I'm like, whatever. So next thing you know, they're in a big old battle, like I think like 10, maybe 7 episodes later. They're fighting a guy called Zod the Immortal. Nobody knows, like, they heard of him, they like, he's like 200 years old, he's legend. So they're fighting, Guts is fighting him, and then he's a demon. Everyone's like, oh my god. No, everyone else is getting killed. But the thing is, Guts is there, and then Griffith, and then finally, the thing is, they can't do it. They're fighting and fighting. They're getting their asses kicked, and they cannot beat Zod. Next thing you know, Zod is about to kill Griffith with his sword. He's like, he saw the pendant, and then Guts knew it too, but never told him. But the thing is, the pendant. He's like, oh, the God Hand or something like that. It has something to do. If you watch the later episode, oh Lord, I remember everything in my head. It's just going crazy. Those last episode 24, or was it episode 24? I think it's 24 or 25. They have those are the ending ones. Those like took out years out of me. If you watched this season, if you watched this from 1997, or well, I watched the dub versions. I forgot when it comes. Oh, I just barely watched it, but the dub version is pretty cool. I like it. The thing is, like, I remember my friends like, what else? What's one thing dub? Because he's like a sub. He watch everything's originalist. That's what I call it. I'm like, the one thing I can't watch, Dragon Ball Z. I can't do Goku high pitch. No, but. Anyway, going back to Berserk, it was crazy. They're fighting Saw. Next thing you know, he let him go. He went away. They're like, we won the battle, and they're getting higher. He's getting higher and higher in status. And Guts wants to leave now. But the thing is, when he leaves, he can't because Casca gets. She wants to go too. She fucking jumps. She's getting like. Oh no, this is before. Oh crap, I'm cutting it. But let me do it now. Casca, she feels like belittled, like, oh my god, well, how come Guts likes you? She's jealous. She jumps off the cliff, tells my men bye, and I'm like, what? Or something. Oh no, what was it? I forgot. Well, anyway, they had to be together, and she was sick. And the thing is, he had to fight off 100 men. Because there's this one guy, I forgot his name. He's part of the opposing army, and his brother dies, and they kill him. He's like, well, no one fight him. Yes, this is a secret weapon from 100 years. This is a secret jutsu. And boom, he just beat him like that. And then all that was crazy. Okaska's sick, she couldn't fight. Next thing you know, they're coming back together, they followed him, and he killed 100 men. And then his legend goes on. So next they have a huge battle, because it's supposed to be like the final battle of the war. Next thing you know, they go to the guy's castle. There was this one dude, he's like, keep Griffith alive. Oh, creepy. I think, yeah, because they showed in the flashback, Costco was like, I have to get what I want. And he lets the guy, I guess, sleep with him or something. He's like, well, and then at the end of the battle, when they all died, because, well, before that, Guts fought the general, and he was losing. They were fighting on a horse, and then what's name dehorses him, and he's like, oh, and what's name throws a sword. Guess who threw it? I'm like, it's Zod. Knew it. It's Zod. He threw that sword. I'm like, damn, he looks like a Kuma kind of, but he threw the sword. He used it, and then after the battle, he never picked up the sword. I was like, wow. I'm like, maybe he knew that if he uses that sword, it might cause him way more bad misfortune. But now that I'm thinking about those later episodes, maybe he could have used it. But I don't know. I don't want to think too deep into it. So next thing you know, they win the battle, and that guy right there, he's like, I never loved you. I just used you for my own ambitions. You were just the pawn and something like that. I was like, damn. Because the thing is, I was like, oh yeah, the guy's, I guess he likes men, and he had sex with Griffith. And then he just left, and then I think he had a heart attack because he couldn't believe it. He's like, my love. Well, he thought he loved you. No. Next thing you know, there's a huge gala. There's a huge parade. They're glad everyone. They're going up in status now. And then, but the thing is, there is a coup to kill Griffith. And guess who's in it too? The Queen. Yeah, Charlotte's mother is in it, and I'm like, wow. So next thing you know, they're at the ball. They're having fun. They're drinking. They put the poison. He falls! Griffith! So they're doing it, but guess what happens next? Guts kills the guy that poured the drink. Griffith's not dead. Griffith right now is having his Xerxes moment. He is killing everyone. No, the thing was, everyone's in the room that was plotting the whole thing, except for the guy that wanted to plot it, because he got a letter and he was scared. He's like, ah! Before the whole the drink, switching the poison in for wine, the poison for wine. And then next thing you know, all the people that were, in it, the room starts burning. It starts burning up, and Griffith's out there looking at them, and he tells them, you think I didn't know? He's like, I'm the queen! How dare you? Like that. Nope. They all died. Nobody knew, but yeah, he killed the queen and a bunch of other people. And next thing you know, that was crazy. After that, Guts, he wanted to leave. And then what's name's like, you're still my property. And they fought, and guess what? Guts beat him. Yeah, he could have, but no, he didn't. He's like, alright, I'm gone, my friend, boom. He went, I guess he couldn't take it. Griffith went into depression. He had sex with Scarlet, and one of the girls ratted him out, and I guess said that he raped her. Like, that didn't seem like, to me, that didn't seem like rape. That seemed like consensual, because the way she was going in the cartoon, I'm like, woo, in the anime, I'm like, hey, she's a little, she's a little minxy. She likes a row. But I was like, damn, next thing you know, I think a year passed or something like that, and Guts, he's just going around tourneys, fighting, being himself, wants to, I guess, battle, challenge himself. And then he hears about the Band of the Hawks. He's like, what? So they're on the run. They're actually wanted now from the king. So they're fighting, and next thing you know, he comes in and saves the day. And Costco's like, what's happening? What's going on? And everyone's like, Guts! So next thing you know, they're going for a plan, because now they have to save Griffith, because Griffith got arrested right away. After that, having sex with Charlotte, they arrested him right there. They got him, and they put him in the dungeon. And the next thing you know, they're torturing him. They're torturing him. They're like, I gotta keep you alive for 3 years. I'm like, wow. So they're torturing him. Next thing you know, they have a plan. And then Guts and Okaska, they're alone. I forgot what happened. Oh, they won, because it was so crazy. She was like, tell goodbye to to the soldiers, like, I am not going to a river with you again, or something like that. I was like, wow, because he got sick and it was cold. And the thing is, he's warming her up, and next thing you know, she said she knew that day when he left that she felt something for him. It wasn't for Griffith. She knew that she was never going to be with Griffith, but she missed and wanted Guts back. And then they kissed, and they started making love. It was crazy. And then what's name said this line. He's like, "Come with me." I was like, wow, because Guts is always like a loner. He's like, "Come with me." Like, yeah, I'll lay with you. I want to lay with you 1,000 times. I want to lay with you 1,000,000 times. He just wants to be with her. He loves her, and she loves him. So next thing you know, Band of the Hawks. There's a plan. They're gonna save Griffith, and then after they save Griffith, whatever, they're like, "We're not leaving us," and he's like, "This is what I'm supposed to do. I guess they're all, supposed to follow me." All right, so now I'm getting to almost the conclusion, and it's getting there. All right. They're going, they enter the castle, they break in. Griffith is weak. He is super weak, like skinny. They put on his armor. They locked it on him. He can't move, he can't talk because they weren't giving him stuff to drink. And he's just fragile. And they're trying to save him. Next thing you know, they're like riding in a carriage. Everyone dies because the Midland army is attacking them. But the thing is, Guts and the Band of the Hawks, they're taking care of him. They killed him. And the next thing you know, what's name's, I forgot, I think he killed somebody. Well, he was in the water, and then guess who comes by? That token. That thing, the red thing with the necklace, it comes by. He's like, "Flesh." The thing is, he was blaming Guts for everything that happened. The whole thing. I'm like, really? It's your fault you went into depression, you idiot. I'm like, he had nothing to do with your whole thing. No one told you to have, a nightcap with Charlotte, but he was crazy. He was going crazy, going mad, blaming it all on him. Before they were saving him, and like he's coming down like him. And then next thing you know, he's like, "Don't touch me," because he knew if he touched him, he'll activate whatever that. And it happened. Next thing you know, that thing finally activated the evilness, because guess who's coming? The demons. And before that, Ricket. He's with a bunch of other people from Band of the Hawks because he's like, "Stay here." Guts told him to stay. They all die from demons because they're getting killed. And he's like, "No!" And I'm like, "Oh crap, Ricket's dead." He's alive. I was like, yeah, I don't know how he got it. Maybe in the manga it does say it, but I haven't read the manga. And the thing is, they're going up in price, so maybe one day I'll probably, or if they hit online, maybe I'll read it or something like that. But the thing is, it activates, and they're in a demon world. They're in hell or something like that. Next thing you know, a bunch of other demons come out. I think they call them the God Hand or the Order of the God. Because there was a flashback. He's like, "Sue." I'm like, whoa. So there's this other people. There's like a short dude, a girl, a guy, his face with his brain showing. And they're telling him that you guys are the sacrifices. What the hell? Me, I'm like, I don't know how the hell they're going to get out of this. What the kind of shit is this? I don't know what the hell's going on. Like, literally, it went all cool, like, ooh, they say Griffin, and then now it's like they're in some demon fortress dimension. I'm like, it's like a scene of Devil May Cry. But I was like, wow, okay, next thing you know, these demons are coming. And then after that, Wolfgang said, "I accept." Because they told him what happens, like, something triggered him, and he wants to be transformed. And he gets transformed, next thing you know, everyone is getting killed. They're fighting. Pippin is fighting. He fought a bunch of demons, and then after that, they swooped him up, got him, and Judo, he couldn't handle it. All his knives went out. They're trying to save Casca, and there's no way. And then Carcass is like, "This is a bad dream." Everyone dies. Not everyone, but everyone is dead. This was the most messed up shit I've ever seen in anime, still to this day. Alright, I mean, yeah, my friend was like, "What about Tokyo Ghoul?" Shut up. Get the hell out. I should just... Okay, that is torture. Okay, that's a damn thing from Hostel, Tokyo Ghoul. Alright, the last episode, okay, that's like watching that. He's like, "Oh, say, repeat it back to me, tell me, add it." Okay, that was weird. This was alright, really messed up. I had never seen anything like this ever in my life. Everything was all going good, and then boom, a complete 180. It's not bad, it's just... Okay, you thought the Red Wedding was bad? This is Red Wedding times 1,000 in anime form. Okay, if I'm gonna be like, I'm choosing this. I'm choosing Berserk, episode 25. What happened there? That was crazy. Everyone is dying. I didn't expect it. I mean, of course, one right there. I'm like, shoot. So everyone is dead, and the only two last two people are living is Griffith, Casca, and Guts. And the thing is, Guts, he's holding his own. He's killing a bunch of demons with his sword and all that, and boom. And next thing you know, the transformation is over. He comes up, he's like, arise, Fetimo, or something like that. And he looks like a raven. And he's all like, and I guess his feet changed into claws or whatever, birds. I don't know what to, and I'm like, okay, he goes and sees Casca. I'm like, he goes to Casca. Well, the thing is, they already had Casca. The monsters that were ripping her. I don't know if they were doing stuff like tentacles or whatever, like hentai. But next thing you know, freaking whatever. I still call him Griffith. He touches Casca on the breast and like kisses her, and then he's I'm like, what? Well, the thing is, while he was fighting, what's name already got his arm, the demon, like chopped his arm so he could hold him back. And then at next, Griffith's having, he's raping Casca right in front of Griffith, right in front of Guts. And I'm like, oh well, the thing is, when I watched the Japanese version, I thought they were gonna be like screams or something, like I'm like, okay, is she enjoying this, or this is a shock? This is hella weird. I'm like, because the way they have it, like frames by frame, I'm like, I don't know. I think she's getting played. But anyway, it was so messed up because he knows what. She didn't want that. She loves him, but she's raping right in front of Guts, and Guts can't take it. Next thing you know, this is how you know about his arm. He's hacking it off so he can get closer, and boom, he does it. And this is the end, and the next thing you know, he runs. The demons are still close. They pinned him down, and he's watching this, and then he loses his eye because one of the guys has gouged it, and he's like, ah! I don't know. Maybe I have to read the manga to know what else happened. But the next, it's like 1 minute, you finally see the blacksmith, Jongo, I'll forget, and he's fixing his new sword because now he's already, he has the thing, the eye, messed up. And he's going to be going on and fighting. And the thing is, this took 20 years to make another series. I'm like, 1920, whatever. But I couldn't believe it. It took that long to make series 2. I know they have the video games, and then I hope the PS4 version does come out in the States. I know they have the trailer. It says working title. But please, you know how video games are. They could be like scrap. Fingers crossed that is made. And hopefully it's a remake of the PlayStation 2 version, because I really want to play that one. I know they have the Dreamcast one. I'll probably get that one day. But if they're making remake for PS4 for the PS2 version, or making a different game, okay, I'll get it. Because the PS2 version I do want, but it's Japanese. Unless I wanted to watch the movie on YouTube or something like that. But like I said, for me, the most what the fuck anime ending ever is still Berserk. Alright, Tokyo Ghoul. Oh, that is still messed up. That was crazy, that whole torture scene. But this was a messed up thing, alright? This was like the Red Wedding before the Red Wedding. Alright, I think, wait, if I'm thinking about, was it in the 90s that George? Alright, before Red Wedding got on HBO, okay? This was crazy. So, it's a good anime. I recommend it. Watch it. It's 25 episodes, not like long. It's not like super long, but it is good. And this anime I do recommend to watch. If you can't handle a lot of gore and blood and stuff like that. It doesn't have a lot of sex, not like Games of Thrones, but it does have blood and stuff and fighting and crap. But it's not like, oh my god, it's not like hanging and stuff, and it's not like Friday the 13th or anything like that. But it's good, and alright, well, really, really long. But this anime is just good, and the ending is just the most fucked up thing I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, but I'm talking about, like, story-wise and everything. I'm like, wow. Damn, no fan service. Just crushed my dreams, man. I thought Griffith was going to get saved. Anyway, please comment, rate, subscribe, and take care.